Welcome to The Man in the Middle. I am your host, Bill West. Today we're going to be talking about Star Trek Prodigy, the Season 1 mid series finale, A Moral Star, Parts 1 and 2. I know I say. I know I said this before, but I'm going to keep on saying it. This is probably the best Star Trek series that we've seen since Discovery. Discovery, uh, Picard, Lower Decks. I haven't been real happy with any of them. There are some good things, there are some bad things, but unfortunately, I can't say that about Lower Decks. I haven't seen it. I don't care for the animation style. I hear a lot of people really like it. I just don't think it's going to be for me. Although I will say I didn't think that Prodigy was going to be for me either, but I absolutely love that show. I can't wait to get some, uniforms. But right now, uh, Immortal Star Part One and Two. The diviner has decided had enough. Okay, before I get any further, spoiler alert. I'm going to spoil the episode. So if you haven't seen it yet, uh, turn me off. Go watch the episodes and come back. The designer has decided he's had enough. He wants the ship back. He wants his daughter back. And if he doesn't get it back within, I think it's 24 hours or so, he's going to start killing the prisoners on the planet that he's running. And Dal and all the cadets have decided that they're going to save everybody. They're not sure how, but they could go to Starfleet and uh, plead their case there, and maybe Starfleet would change this. Maybe Starfleet would help, but maybe they wouldn't get there in time. So they decide that they're going to take the risk, and upon that, uh, I'm not sure if Janeway does it or if they start to do it, but after making this decision and after making the plan, they show up in new Starfleet uniforms. They seem to be jumpsuits, black, gray, and red. We get to see Janeway. Also, she changes her uniform to a more current Starfleet uniform and to match the cadets. In the episode, we find uh, at the end of the first episode, the cadets have made it to the planetoid. They've made the exchange, and uh, the the diviner is as he flies away from the planetoid, he destroys the atmospheric generators and the gravity generators, leaving them stranded and without life support and without gravity. And he flies away. And to stop anything from happening, he has his robot or android change Janeway, and she becomes an evil Janeway. And so, part two, we see Dal and company repair the the destroyed generators, and what the diviner didn't realize was that Murph has eaten or consumed. He's not eating. He's not digesting it, but he's eating, or he had consumed the protostar. That makes that gives the protostar its name, and all they can do is regular warp. They can't use the hyper warp or transwarp or whatever it is. And so they go back to the planetoid where Murph is, where Murph is, and things happen, and we begin to see, or the diviner finally tells his tale. Sometime in the future, the Federation makes first contact with his race, and because of that, a civil war happens, and the planet's destroyed. He has come back in time to stop that from happening. In fact, he's going to destroy Starfleet. And his daughter's like, "No, you can't do that." No, there has to be another way. We find out, the whole reason, which is, and I really wish we could see this in live action, because the actor who plays the diviner is just chewing up scenery. He's so good. John Noble. Yeah, probably most famously from Fringe. Also, he was in Lord of the Rings. But he's just really just tearing it up. And he gets back. They get back to the planetoid, and there's some good sequences when he doesn't realize that the crew, Dal, is beamed aboard, and not only Dal, right after him, Zero comes aboard, and Zero decides that he has had enough. Not only has the diviner, Zero just explodes, and we get a Raiders of the Lost Ark scene where Zero has given in to his full Medusan power and is going to. He has full intent of driving the diviner crazy. Unfortunately, Gwyn, his progeny, gets to see a little bit of the Medusan power through Dallas Comlink, and it wipes her memory of this current. They didn't say exactly how long, but of that event. We also, something we didn't find out is how they're going to destroy Starfleet is that the Protostar has been programmed to send a worm to the first, or to any Starfleet vessel that will cause it to turn and attack any other Starfleet vessel, and that worm will propagate through the Starfleet to any ship it contacts, and hopefully destroy the Starfleet and stop first contact from happening. As the diviner goes crazy, he can't say anything about it, and Gwyn has lost her memory, so she doesn't know anything about it. And so at the end of the episode, they decided, they're going to go find Starfleet. And at the end of the episode, we go to the Dauntless, where Fleet Admiral, or Vice Admiral Janeway, the real Janeway, not the computer program, she's been looking for the Protostar, and Chakotay was the captain. She's been, they finally traced the Protostar, and her last line. Her last line is, "We're coming." I'm very happy about this. And so the Janeway and the Dauntless leap into warp on the last bearing that the Protostar was found on, and with nobody knowing what's going to happen. So that's the end of the first half of season 1. I think the second half comes later this year. I think they said summer. I'm not sure, but really, If you're looking for Star Trek, if you're looking for real Star Trek, forget Discovery, forget Picard. This is where you're going to find it. This is more Star more Star Trek than anything else that I've seen lately, and I'm very happy that it's on the air. I'm Bill. I am the man in the middle. If you like what you've seen today, please give me that thumbs up. Drop a comment down below, and you know, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would appreciate it. Thank you.